Hello, hello, all. Thank you for joining us again on the Almost Brothers podcast. Hey, will you do us a favor? If this podcast has meant something to you and encouraged you, will you consider becoming a monthly supporter? You could do $3, $5, $8, or $10 a month. What this does is this helps financially support the podcast so that we can continue to put out content and help better serve you. So if you would, down in the show notes, you can click the link, support, and become a monthly member. We love you. New episode coming your way. I don't know about you, but it seems like this year is flying by.
Yeah, the summer especially.
Like, this is crazy. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it because summer is my least favorite and fall and winter is my most favorite.
Yeah, I like fall.
So I'm not mad. Bring it on.
I mean, I like the summer, but
but you do the swimming in the sun and the no.
Yeah.
If I could just hibernate for the 3 months of summer, life would be so much better. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Almost Brothers podcast. On today's episode, I've got my beautiful wife, James.
Hello.
Hello, love.
Yellow.
We always answer the phone with each other. Yellow.
Ew, I would never answer the phone if someone says yellow.
Oh, that's funny. So we are here with our second installment of Couch Conversation.
Yep.
So we're just going to be talking today about shipping these kids back off to school. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Tomorrow,
These teachers need a Purple Heart.
Oh, you ain't not a Purple Heart. Oh my gosh. It ain't that dangerous. They're not like in a war. Okay, well,
It's a war zone.
It's crazy. Yeah. We were talking about that today is praying for, the students and the teachers and administrators going back. Because my goodness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, just taking Zeke up there to like get his schedule, it's like chaos.
You were in panic mode.
Oh my goodness.
And you are a teacher.
Like there are kids everywhere. Oh, here we go. It's because it takes about a good month for everything to settle down and kind of everybody get in the groove. Man. Like,
Crazy.
Is it just me? Or like, were you excited to go back to school? Were you excited like that night before you went back?
Yeah, I was.
Right. Like I was pumped.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I loved school, especially elementary.
Yeah.
And even junior high, probably. I just loved friends.
Yeah.
I loved getting to talk. I loved getting to hang out with friends. I just to see what the year brought.
Yeah.
But I was mostly like a friend. I wasn't too big on like schoolwork.
Yeah, no, yeah, I didn't enjoy the schoolwork and didn't really have a lot of friends until high school. So it wasn't even it was the hope of making friends that I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah,
in going back to school and like have it like I'd lay the new outfit out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the night before. I'm about to kill them tomorrow with this. Yeah, for sure. Got the Jordache jeans and the Reeboks. Killing it. Yeah. So that's what I was excited about.
Yeah.
Definitely not the schoolwork.
When I got to like junior high school, I definitely was into fashion. So
yeah,
that was exciting. Like I had to have the best of the best.
Right. See, and now the kids are opposite. Like they wear like pajama
Sweats.
pants and yeah. It's like they don't even. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Because I was the same way. Once I got like into high school, probably freshman year is when I really started enjoying dressing, So it was like every day at school, you almost treat it like a fashion show, like who's got the cool stuff. And
there was some days where
you just didn't care.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was hoodie and it wasn't never sleeping pants.
Yeah.
But it was definitely sweats or maybe some baggy jeans.
Oh man, I seen a commercial with JNCO jeans.
No.
Like 4 people could fit in one leg. Yes.
Not JNCO
Yes.
jeans.
I was like, why did we ever have those?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was your what was your worst thing, like your worst style or clothing item that you thought was just the coolest, but you look back and like, what was I thinking?
There. Do I have to just pick one?
No, you could. Yeah.
Oh. Bangs. Mary Jane's blue eyeshadow.
What's Mary Jane's?
Like
okay,
the chunky black shoe that had the strap.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. I know
it was
exactly
like a
which ones
closed
you're talking about.
toe. It was chunky and it just had a strap.
Yep.
Like, no.
I don't know.
No. Never.
That's funny.
Ew. Yeah.
Mine was probably like the greased hair that was like greased down, but just the front was up.
Oh my God.
Oh
yeah.
yes. Just the front up.
I remember some guys having that hairstyle.
Yeah. That was like what we used to lay in first hour. We'd lay on our arm, put look now. All right, confessions. These are my confessions. Lay on our arm, like pushing it up so it would stay in place.
Wow.
So we would there would be like four of us. Like,
stop it.
No, hey, had to get it right. First hour, because you leave the house, it was kind of up, but it would slowly just kind of start falling. So
wow.
Yeah. So that was one of mine for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
Favorite what?
Like your favorite thing, like your favorite clothing item or style.
I remember when I bought with my own money. I don't know how, but because I wasn't working, I might have like saved up or something. But I remember when I bought my first pair of American Eagle jeans, and it changed my life.
Yeah,
it literally changed it fit me because in high school I was still somewhat thick, like kind of, sort of skinnier, but still had curves. So they fit me to a T, and I was like, I never want to get rid of these.
Yeah.
And you know what happened?
Somebody stole them. Wait, they ripped.
Someone knocked me up.
Oh, that was me. I was like, what? Like,
yeah.
Who is this person? Oh, wait.
Yeah. So when I had Lee, I got home from the hospital, ran into my closet, grabbed those jeans, tried to put them on, and it was a no.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Yeah, totally your fault. I'm blaming you.
My bad.
You and Lee.
I
doubt she listens.
Right, yeah.
But
Man, I don't know. Mine would be probably like the Birkenstocks.
Oh, potato shoes, yeah.
Those are some of my favorite. And
oh my gosh, those were so popular.
Yeah, and I used to love the popped collar. So cool.
The Hollister.
Yes.
Popped collar.
Yep. And you were really cool if you had two.
Yeah.
If you had doubled up.
Different colors.
Yeah. If you had like a white and red, like something like that, killing it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep. I know one thing I regret. It was probably 8th grade. I would iron a crease in my jeans.
What?
That's a true story.
I believe
it. The front crease all the way down.
You don't want to bring that back?
I don't ever want to bring that back.
We have an iron.
No, that needs to get put back in the closet is where that needs to go.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember the tucked in front shirt?
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah. Which I still do that sometimes.
Yep. Tucked in front. Then you had the Band-Aid, the Nelly Band-Aid on your face. That was a thing.
Gosh, what? That wasn't a thing for me.
What was going on? But which we say that, but a lot of this is making its way back. Like the platform shoes, the Birkenstocks, the Band-Aid.
No.
A lot of that is making its way back. Like the super wide, loose fit jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm not mad about that or like the Birkenstocks. They're always comfortable.
Yeah.
But the rest needs to stay.
Stay in the 90s, 2000s.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what's going
I'll
on.
never forget when you told me about the kid with the red shoes.
Oh, the big red boots?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what?
He couldn't even sit down at his desk. There's a true story. He had to
God.
take his shoes off every class period to be able to sit down.
Wow.
Yeah. That's like that. That's what we're talking about. That's some back to school stuff right there. That's what, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like he thought he was killing it too.
Oh my.
I was like, bro.
No.
Yeah.
It's a no.
Yeah, it was
Were
bad.
other kids telling him like,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they were making fun of him because they weren't like the actual ones.
Yeah.
They were like off Team U or something like that. But
oh my
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
And sometimes I look back on that and I think, what influenced me? Like,
Right. Yeah.
was it because it was so popular, or was it because I just liked it?
No, I think it can be a little bit of both, I guess, you know, because a lot of the stuff you have to like it could be the most popular thing in the world. If you just dislike it, you won't wear it.
Yeah.
So I think that helps, that influences you to check it out, and then you find out what you like from there, you know, because like, you know, when we were growing up and like, you know, hip hop, it was like the extra large shirts and, you know, all that was popular, but I just didn't, that just wasn't my thing. I was like, no, that's just not, you know, so I think it could influence you. I think music had a lot to do with it. You know, that was, you know, back when we were in school, that was the big thing was, you know,
what we've seen on a music video.
Yeah. It was, that's what decided what was cool at school, you know, so that was what we led with, is what NSYNC was wearing was what I was kind of going for.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wish I didn't know what you're saying.
Yeah. And, you know, if I see JT, like when he braided his hair, I braided my hair.
Yeah. I remember.
That's how we do things, you know? It's going to be me.
It's going to be you that follows.
Yeah. So what, so in school, so was your friend's favorite part, I guess, favorite part of school?
Yeah.
You didn't do sports, so.
No. Mine was just mostly you.
Aww. That's
a true story.
It's just so sweet. Same.
Oh, and friends.
Same as.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I started like playing basketball, then it was like basketball. I look forward to that.
Yeah, because I think, which I always tell our kids this, but like junior high, junior high was where, you know, we had different classes, so we got to get to know, you know, different people,
Yeah.
Not just, oh, well, here's the couple people in your elementary class, so you get close with them. So in junior high, when we started switching classes, we started getting to know each other better, and then we just all liked each other in our class. So we just all started hanging out and inviting people over, you know, and we all just got closer.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing for me. It was good going into junior high also, because we were really close.
Yeah. And I know for me, there was a good group of teachers that I really enjoyed, so I liked being around them and being in their classes, and it was a good time. But that was one thing I dreaded the most about school, was there were certain teachers that if you got that, they would ruin your entire day or your entire semester if you had them in class. Like, it was the worst.
Yeah.
I had the worst teacher I ever had in my life. I had her first hour.
Right.
So it was like
right in the morning.
Right as soon as you get there. So it was good in the sense that like I get that over with and I'm done.
Yeah.
But also it's like it would just ruin the whole first half of my day. Just like, oh my goodness. And it wasn't just because I was a punk in school or anything like that. Like, because even now I'm like, I don't know why she was even a teacher. She hated kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. Like, why are you teaching?
We think that about some of them.
Yeah, it's just like, why are you even teaching? I don't get it.
Right.
Like, if you're not out trying to make these kids' lives better and teach them and have them leave your classroom better than when they came in, like, what are you doing?
Right.
Come on now.
I'm not a teacher, but I would like to think I would be more nice than that.
Yeah. Like, I had one in college that when we got in there, he said, I'll be surprised if 80% of y'all are still in my class because most people drop out. And it's like, isn't that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like you're failing as a professor.
Right.
Like, you should want people to be learning in your classroom and not having to quit. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
I don't either.
It's crazy.
Which I get it. Like, it's a stressful job and it's way, way underpaid.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone can agree on that.
Yeah.
But, like, if you don't like it, then don't do it.
Right. And on the other hand, it's severely underpaid, but it's also one of the most rewarding
Yeah, it
jobs,
can be. Yeah.
If you're going about it
The right way.
the right way, and you want to be there and you want to see these kids grow and you want to get invested in their life, in the right way, in a positive, and be a positive. Because that was, Dad being overseas and he's serving our country. A lot of my coaches and a lot of my male teachers were kind of my mentors. They were the ones that spoke life into me a lot of times. I remember, when we found out we were pregnant, one of my coaches, he just came up to me and he put his hand on it was the next day, put his hand on, because this is a small town. Everybody knows by the second hour. But he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Hey, Mike, I heard what's going on. And I just want you to know, man, I think you're going to do great, and keep your head up." And it changed. That was the moment where I'm like, that's what I want to be.
Right.
Whether it's teaching, whether it's coaching, I want to be that person in someone's life to be able to just say just that. That was it. That's all he said.
Yeah.
And it just like, for a second, it was like, oh, I can do this.
Right.
And it's like, that's why you should be wanting to teach. That's what it's all about, is changing.
Yeah, because these kids aren't just going to learn and take tests.
Yeah.
They're also living life.
Yeah.
And some of them are rough life.
Right.
Like, that was like me. I, didn't know if I was going home to a house that had electricity.
Yeah.
Or if we were going to have a meal, or, we were going to be cold. So going to school was like almost like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
So I had teachers like that also, just like spoke life into me and encouraged me. But, it can either make or break you.
Yeah.
When you're bringing these kids along and you're dealing with them 8 hours a day, what are you saying that's coming out of your mouth that's, going to be hurtful, and they're going to remember it in the long run, or what's building them up that's going to get them through the day?
Well, I told, I was in one of my education classes, and she said, "What do you think the job of a teacher is?" She asked the whole class.
Yeah.
And I said, "I believe that the job of a teacher is not to teach kids, it's to reach kids."
Yeah.
Kids, especially nowadays, kids can learn what you're teaching them on YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your job is to reach them so they can learn. If you could reach a kid and move their heart, you've got them. Now you could teach them because they know you're invested in them. And a lot of educators, they don't get that. They're the smartest people at their subject in the world, but they can't relate that to kids because they're not connecting with them. They're just up there giving off information. That's not going to do anything for anybody. Right.
They're just like, I went to college, got this degree. Now I'm here to teach the subject.
It's like, I know you're smart. I know you know what you're talking about, but I can't learn from you because it's not related. You're not relating it to me to where I could learn it. So that was a big struggle, especially with us growing up, is a lot of teachers were there for a paycheck.
That's oh my gosh, that's crazy. 'Cause that's what I was about to say. I said, thinking about it, we had some weird ones.
Yes.
Like,
it's like, why are you
weird
even here?
ones.
Yeah. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Especially in a small town.
Yeah.
Where you get what you get.
Right.
And it's just like, it was tough. It was like, we talked about this the other day. I do not remember. I don't even know who it was. I couldn't tell you if you put $1 million on a table and said, here's a list of 5 names. Guess which one it is. I couldn't tell you what our counselor looked like, what their name was. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. I have no clue. Like, that's not good. That's not a good thing. Like, they're supposed to be there to counsel you. And like, it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, no, I know the counselor.
Yeah,
I've seen her. She was the one supposed to give you a schedule.
I know. I don't like it probably literally was me walking in and getting my schedule, and then like never asked me what I plan on doing after school. Never asked me about college. Never.
Oh,
no.
She did me.
Oh no, I nope. It's like I don't know.
Well, I think back then we a counselor is there not just to, do scheduling but also to be there for you. But
Right.
I
You
think
would
back in the day
think.
that was like, no,
Right.
like we'll just deal with
It's
it.
very business.
Yeah.
Get down a bit. And it's
Now
so,
it might be different. I don't know.
well, I'd hope so. I'd hope we've learned, throughout the years that, maybe these kids need more than just, here's your schedule.
Yeah.
Maybe they need, hey, how are you doing? How's everything going? Are you learning? Are you growing? Are you taking classes that you even want to do after you get out of here?
Yeah.
Are you taking, advanced mathematics when you don't need to be? Because what you plan on doing out of here has nothing to do with that.
I don't ever need advanced.
It's just crazy, man. I don't even. You're right. And you're not going to use most of it.
Right.
Doot. Sorry.
Right.
You just ain't. What does Tyler always say? He's never used the Pythagorean theorem. Like, that's so true. It's so true.
I know.
I've never had to use
engineer, architect,
the bottom part of a calculator in my entire life.
Yeah. No. And you're a teacher.
Right.
Did you use it in college?
Nope.
Oh.
Sure didn't.
Yeah.
Because everything we were taught was you're not going to have a computer in your pocket. You're not going to be able to just type something in and get the answer.
And now you have one.
Oops. Oops. So now everything is learning. It's not learning so much the information.
Mm-hmm.
Like what we were taught was memorize and regurgitate. Now you don't have to do that. You've got a thing in your pocket. You don't need to memorize who the first 10 presidents of the United States were.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to use that in real life. Like that, is that good information to know? Yeah. But you've got something. So instead of knowing the information, we need to now be teaching kids, what do you think, how to critically think about that information?
Yeah.
Not just knowing it, but what do you think about it? What can you learn from it? What year was World War II? What happened in World War II? What can you learn from World War II?
You are such a history teacher.
Sorry, I'm just saying. That's what,
Oh my gosh.
It's like, but for us, it was like, who was this person? Who was this person? What is
Yeah.
the capital of this state? It's like, is that stuff really stuff you're going to ever use outside of there?
I do. I use counties and
Well,
states.
yeah.
And I use percentage every day.
Yeah. Now, do you have something you could plug that into, or do you have to do it? Do you have to do it?
I have a formula that I use to get the percentage.
Yeah. So,
But I mean, I pull up my calculator and do it.
Yeah.
But the formula is up here because I've done it
you know
so
what?
much.
Something else I don't understand what we learned? Cursive. How many times have you wrote in cursive
I think they don't
after
teach that
school?
no more.
No, but we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we spent a whole year learning it.
Yeah.
How many times you wrote in cursive after school?
Well, I signed my
Other
name.
than your signature. Yeah, that doesn't count.
I don't write. I type for a living.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
when I writing Sissy's paperwork the other day at school, like it was like I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I type so much.
Well, and that's something too. I had one typing class, which I get.
Yeah,
Computers
I did too.
weren't like in every household the way they are now.
Yeah.
But we were so blinded and not forward thinking. And when I say we, I mean the people who educated us when we were in school were so blinded by the now, they didn't look forward to, maybe we need to teach these kids some deep computer skills.
Yeah.
Like we had computer classes, but we didn't really have, like, it wasn't
You didn't
like,
have to take them.
right. It wasn't like a, hey,
an
you're going to
elective.
need to know this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, so I had 2 computer classes in all 4 years of high school.
Yeah. I had
So
one.
yeah. So like I had to learn how to type after school.
Yeah.
And it's like, who dropped the ball on this? Like, who didn't see, like, oh, this is probably going to be a big thing,
Yeah.
You need to learn how to search the internet. You need to learn, I didn't learn how to type a paper until I was in college.
I know.
Like, that's sad.
Like I didn't know about PDF until I started working in an office.
Yeah. It's like, what,
Yeah.
what were we doing?
Yep. And like since we had a kid that graduated school just recently, like it made me realize, because, of course you want your kids to succeed in school and you want them to get good grades and you want them to, do good. But we were just so like study, 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 like get these good grades, get good grades, like, you know, be in all the clubs, you know, keep getting good grades, study, work hard. But then it's like we like harped so much, and then you realize like, why was I just so scared of her failing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even when she had C's and D's and freaked out on herself, you know, why weren't we like, it's okay. Just, you know, this isn't the end all be all, because I don't ever remember telling her that, because we were just so, you know, this is our kid, you know, she's got to get good grades. She's smart. And of course you always tell your kid that, you know, but just in like being in ministry and getting older and getting wisdom, I learned now that it's okay to, you know, fail. Like we don't want to say that. We want to just say, just keep going. It's okay. Like, of course, you know, strive for good grades, but if it don't happen, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, pick yourself back up. Like, I don't ever want to teach my kids about failure. F means failure. No, it just means you're falling forward.
Yeah. Which for me, it's fine to struggle as long as you're struggling and not just being lazy.
Yeah.
Because that's because nowadays in the education system, all the way from high school into college, like most of the time, the teachers and professors want you to pass.
Yeah.
So they do everything in their power to help you pass. They extend due dates, they extra credit. I mean, they're doing everything they can to help you pass. So if you're failing, it's just because you're being lazy and you're not doing the work.
Right.
So I think that's where that comes in, where it's like, okay, you've got a D plus, but you've got 6 missing assignments. That's not okay.
Right.
It's okay if you're struggling because the class is hard.
Yeah.
But when we're looking back and looking at your grades and looking at what you've been doing and talking to your teacher, and she's given you 5 chances for extra credit, and you haven't done any of them, that's not that's not okay.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I think that's where it came in, to where we knew she was smarter than a lot of the times when she would bring home kind of those lower.
Yeah.
She never did. It never went to like her actual report. It was always like midterm.
Yeah.
So she'd have a C- or a D in a certain class midterm, and we'd go back and look at her stuff, and it's like, you're not just struggling in this class. You haven't done these 3 things.
Right.
Like, why have you not? Or,
well, I think a big class where she was struggling in was geometry.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, yeah, you're not going to be using this.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of okay, but just make sure you're asking the right questions.
Right.
You're trying to learn instead of just being like, I don't get this. It's too hard. I quit.
Well, or
I give up.
And also when, I worked at the school, so I would ask other students in her class, like, are y'all struggling in this class also? And when the whole class is struggling, then you go, okay, I get it. It's not just 1 or 2 students, like the whole class is struggling. Yeah. Like when you've got straight A students getting B minuses in this class, it's like, okay, this is just a tough class. And again, maybe either the teachers, it's harder for them to relate it to the kids, or it's just a hard subject, or, a hard couple weeks or whatever. Right. But that was the thing, is like, you can't be lazy and then say, well, I'm struggling. Well, yeah, you're struggling. You skipped 2 assignments.
Right.
Like, and I wasn't a great student. When it came to that, I always remained eligible. I always had C's and above. I played ball, made sure, because you had to have a C to play. If you had a D, you're benched. And your boy don't ride the bench. So, what? So, I always did what I needed to, but I was also super lazy.
Yeah, that was me too. Like, especially junior high school. Well, I became a mom in between those. So. Yeah,
and that was rough in itself. Yeah.
So I made sure I did it, but I knew, if I just skim by, I'll be okay.
Right.
Like as long as I'm at least trying. Like I didn't play sports, so it wasn't like I literally just got passing.
Yeah.
Because my focus was clearly on being a mom and raising my baby. But like, still, that didn't give me an excuse, but, you know, I made sure I asked the right questions. You know, if there was something I could do to, you know, get by.
Yep. Well, everybody going back to school, or all the parents sending your kids back to school, we're praying for you. Lord help you. Lord help them going back to school, and all the teachers and administrators. Oh my goodness. We are there for you. We're praying for you. We're lifting you up. Stay strong.
Yes.
And to all the good teachers, shout out. We love you.
Hey, listeners, we just want to thank you for your continued support for the Almost Brothers podcast. Do us a favor and go to your favorite platform and rate us and like us and share with everyone that you know. Thank you so much. Love you.